Welcome everyone to part 2 of the Jumbo Junimo Amigurumi tutorial. If you haven't already, please check out part 1 where we crochet the body. Today in part 2 we're going to be crocheting the eyes, the arms and all the other features. So grab your hooks and let's get started. We're going to start with the antenna. So for that you're going to need both your 6mm hook and your 3mm hook, as well as your main body yarn and the black 8-ply yarn. To begin, start with your main body colour and the 6mm hook. Make a magic circle. Oh, buggered that up. Let's try again. Magic circle. And then into your magic circle, crochet 6 single crochet. Round 2 is going to be 2 single crochet followed by an increase repeated twice. So that will bring us up to 8 single crochet in round 2. Round 3 is going to be 3 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice to bring us up to 10 stitches. Round 4 is 4 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice. Round 5 is 5 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice, and that should bring you up to 14 stitches. Round 6 is 14 single crochet all the way around. Round 7 is 5 single crochet, 1 decrease repeated 2 times, and that'll bring us down to 12 stitches. Round 8 is 6 decreases. When you come to do your 6th decrease, go under the front loops of the next 2 stitches. So this is decrease number 6. Yarn over, pull through once. Come on. So you have 2 loops on your hook, but don't finish the stitch. Instead, take out your 6mm hook and insert your 3mm hook back into those 2 loops because we're going to change colour. So again, don't finish the stitch. Grab your black 8-ply yarn and change colour. So I like to line the tail end of the yarn up with the main body colour here. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through using that. You might just have to tighten up on that a little bit. And from this point on, we're going to crochet using the black 8-ply yarn. So I can snip that off. To secure these ends, you can either tie them off and stuff them inside the leaf here, or you can crochet over them. For round 9, after we've swapped colours, we're going to do 2 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice, and that'll bring us up to 8 stitches. Just going to skewer this while I stuff the tail ends in here. At this point you can also start to stuff the leaf. So grab your stuffing. And press it in there. You could always do this earlier too if you don't want to work with such a narrow opening. When you're finished stuffing, reinsert your hook, and then rounds 10 through to 35 are just going to be 8 single crochet all the way around. So you can do 26 rounds of 8 single crochet individually, or you can do 208 single crochet all the way around continuously. And 7, and final one 208. To finish off, slip stitch into the next stitch, then cut a tail for sewing. The last thing we need to do is get our wire or pipe cleaners. This is about 40 centimeters long, folded in half, and just insert that into the antenna. Push it up firmly. You can stuff the stem here if you like, but it's not really necessary. And there we have our antenna. Next we're going to crochet both the arms and the legs. Now they both follow the exact same pattern. The only difference is the arms are longer than the legs. So we're going to start with the arm. Once again, magic circle. And then 6 single crochet. 1, round 2 is going to be 2 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice for a total of 8 stitches. Round 3 is 3 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice. For round 4, we're going to be working in the back loops only. So that is the part of the V of the stitch that's furthest away from you. So this part here, that back loop. So for 10 single crochet, we're working in the back loop only. From this point, this is where the arm and the leg patterns differ. For the arms, rounds 5 through 35, so 31 rounds in total, is going to be 10 single crochet, or you can do 310 single crochet continuously. For the legs, you're going to do rounds 5 through to 25, so that's 21 rounds in total of 10 single crochet or 210 continuously. you need to make 2 arms and 2 legs. Also, to make things a little bit easier, stuff as you go. So do about 10 or so rounds, add some stuffing, 10 or so rounds, add some stuffing. And finally 310. Slip stitch to finish off. And leave a tail for sewing. When you're finished with the arms, take your second length of wire or pipe cleaners. These ones for the arms are about 30 centimeters long, again folded in half. Insert them into the arm. And then I'm just going to finish stuffing and we're done. After you've finished with the arms, go ahead and make 2 legs. Remember, it uses the same pattern. The only difference is from rounds 5 you go up to 25, not 35, so just a little bit shorter. After the limbs, we're going to do the eyes. For the eyes, we're going to need both the black and white 8-ply yarn. Begin with the black, magic circle, and then into the magic circle, 6 single crochet. Round 2 is 6 increases or 2 single crochet in each stitch. Round 3 is a repeat of 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeated 6 times. Round 4, start with 1 single crochet, followed by an increase. And we're going to do 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeated 5 times. Last increase. When you get to the end of the round, you should have 1 stitch remaining. Single crochet in there. And then onto round 5. Which is a repeat of 3 single crochet, 1 increase, done 6 times. Begin round 6 with 2 single crochet, 1, 2, followed by an increase, and then repeat 4 single crochet, 1 increase, 5 times. Single crochet into each of the 2 remaining stitches, 1 and 2. Round 7 is our final round, and that is 5 single crochet, 1 increase, repeated 6 times. At the end of round 7 you should have a total of 42 stitches. To finish off, we're just going to slip stitch. Go. Leave a tail for sewing. And we're finished with the backing for our eye. We're going to do the pupil for the eye next. So once again, we're starting with a magic circle and 6 single crochet in that magic circle. Round 2 of the pupil is 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeated twice, and that'll bring you up to 8 stitches. Round 3 is 3 single crochet, 1 increase, repeated twice to give you 10 stitches. Slip stitch to finish. Leave a tail for sewing. And now we're done with the pupil. The last part we're going to do for the eye is the little white spot, the bit that makes everything a little bit cuter. To do that, we're going to once again make a magic circle, and into the magic circle we're just going to put 6 single crochet. And 6. Close that. And all we're going to do is slip stitch back into that first stitch. And then we're done. All we have left to do now are the cheeks. So for those you're going to need your pink 8-ply yarn and your 3mm hook. We're going to start with a slip knot. Insert your hook. And then chain 9. 1 and 9. Working down into the back loops of the chain, we're going to do 7 single crochet, starting from the second chain on the hook. 1 and 7. In the last stitch we're going to put 3 single crochet all in the same stitch. So 1, back into that same stitch, 2, and once more back into that stitch, 3. Now you're going to rotate your work. Don't turn it, just rotate it, because we're going to work back down into the front loops of the chain. So once again we're going to do 7 single crochet and then 3 single crochet into the last stitch. And 7, and once again we're going to put 3 single crochet into the last stitch. 1, back into the same stitch, 2, back in again, 3. Round 2 we're going to start off with 7 single crochet. So oh, there we go, 1, and 7. In the next stitch we're going to do an increase, so 2 single crochet in that stitch, 1 and 2. In the next stitch we're going to put 3 single crochet all in the same stitch. 1, back into the same stitch, 2, and back in again, 3. You're going to follow that with another increase, 1, 2 stitches. Then we're going to do 7 single crochet, and 7. One more increase in the next stitch, followed by 3 single crochet in the same stitch. 1, 2, back into that same stitch, 3, and to finish round 2, one more increase, 1 and 2. Round 3, we're going to start off with 10 single crochet. Number 1, and 10, followed by an increase, 3 single crochet in the next stitch, 1, 2, and 3 all in that one stitch, then another increase, 1, 2, followed by 11 single crochet, 11, followed by 1 increase, 3 single crochet in the next stitch, 1, back in, 2, and same stitch, 3, another increase, and in the last remaining stitch of the round, just put 1 single crochet, and our cheek is finished. Just slip stitch and leave a tail for sewing, and you're good to go. Now that we've crocheted all the individual parts, it's time to assemble our Junimos. We're going to start with the eye. As you can see, I've already done one. And we're going to attach the pupil and the white spot to the backing. I've brought the camera a little bit closer for this part so you can hopefully see the stitches better. So what we're going to do is start off by threading the eye of our needle with the tail of the large pupil. We're going to line up our eyes. So I'm going to place the larger pupil in the top left of the eye here, 1 round in from the edge, and then to sew it on, I'm going to insert the needle through the backing out the other side, and then I want to go 1 stitch across on the back. So my needle will emerge under the next stitch in the round of the pupil. You want to insert your needle under both the back and the front loop of that stitch. Pull firmly. And then we're going to go back into that same stitch we just emerged from the backing. So where this yarn is coming out, I'm going to go back into there, and again 1 stitch across. When you pull firmly, that'll pull your stitch down and hide it. I'm going to do the same thing up under the back and front loops, pull firmly into the same stitch we emerged from, and then 1 stitch over. Pull firmly to flatten the V. And up under the next stitch. Pull firmly. Go back into where you emerged from. 1 stitch over. Pull firmly. When you've sewn that on, just secure the tail at the back. And then we're going to sew the little white spot diagonally opposite from the large pupil. So once again, mirroring the left eye here. And we're going to sew that on the exact same way we sewed on the pupil. Again, just secure the tail. And now our eyes are ready to be sewn on to the body. Before we start sewing, we need to pin everything in place. The antenna, you're going to insert the wire that sticks out directly into round 1, so straight between where you created the magic circle, and pin that in place there. The eyes, the tops sit just between rounds 17 and 18 and about 6 or 7 stitches apart. If you're confused which round is which, start from the center before you put the antenna in and count out until you get to rounds 17 and 18 and pin them in place. I've put a little marker here so I know where that is. The cheeks, the tops sit between rounds 24 and 25 on each side, about 2 stitches back from the eyes. So once you've got your eyes done, pin the cheeks in place. The legs sit between rounds 30 and 31, approximately 14 stitches apart. And lastly, the arms. The top here sits between rounds 20 and 21, and they're about 6 stitches back from the eye. Like with the antenna, what you're going to do is use this exposed wire to insert into the body just to secure the arm a little bit. So where are we? Count out 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 6. About there. Insert that. Push it in firmly. See that it matches up. And then when you're happy with your placement, go ahead and pin. All that's left to do is the sewing. Everything, all the features from the antenna, the legs, the cheeks, they're all sewed on the exact same way. We attached the pupil and the white spot to the eye. So go ahead and sew those on now. All you need to do now is weave in the tail to make it nice and secure. Snip off that excess, and with that, your Junimo is complete. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like and subscribe. See you next week.